Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Cryptography Network Security. I am your instructor Dr. Ramesh Prajapati and today I am going to discuss the Advanced Encryption Standard Part 2. In the previous session we have seen the two transformation function has been performed in a round 1. So let's see the agenda of this video lecture. The first mixed column. Now the third transformation function of round 1 is a mixed column. So in each byte of column is mapped into a new value that is a function of all 4 bytes in that column. So let's see the constant matrix used by a mixed column. It means that here each byte of the column is mapped to a new value using the multiplication of the matrix. Now here you can see in this figure, this is our previous output. Previous output is generated from the transformation function. Now it multiplies with the predefined matrix. Here this 2 3 1 1, this is the predefined matrix. You have to multiply this 2 matrix. After applying the multiplication, you will get the new matrix, or we can say that you will get the new state. So now you know that how to multiply the 2 matrix, right? It means that in the first matrix, the first column, first row of the first matrix is multiplied with the first column of the second matrix. So now you will get the first element of the next matrix. Now let's see how to perform the mixed column transformation operation in a round 1. So let's see one example over here. Here you have given, this is the output which is generated from the shift rows D4, E0, B8, LE, B5, B4, 41, 27 like this. Now our predefined matrix is 0 2 3 1 1 1 2 3 1 1 1 2 3 3 1 1 2. So now we are applying the multiplication of the matrix. After applying the multiplication, you will get this matrix 0 4 E0 48 28 like this. So how to multiply this 2 matrix? Now you know, okay, how to multiply the 2 matrix. But now here we cannot use the simple multiplication. Here we are using the Galois field multiplication. So how the Galois field multiplication will be performed? So let's see. Okay, so how to multiply this? You can see over here the predefined matrix is there. Now we will take the first column of the previous matrix is D4, B5, 5D and 30. So now you will multiply this thing, you will get this output. You can see 0 4 66 81 and E5. So now you will multiply this. The first row of the first matrix is multiplied with the first column of the second matrix. So now you will get this first element. Now to multiply the second row with the first column of second matrix, you will get the next element 66. So how to multiply this? Let's see. So now here the Galois field, I already discussed the Galois field arithmetic. Here we are use the Galois field arithmetics for the multiplication of this matrix. So here AES uses the Galois field 2:8 arithmetic and all value are in the range of 0 to 255. Now we write all the value in a hex. That means here you have given one state matrix. Now you have to convert this all the element in a hexadecimal number. Now the byte is written as 2 hexadecimal value, right? Now the binary string, let's see one example. Okay, the binary string is represented as a polynomial. Here the Galois field the Galox field is performing a multiplication of two matrices using the polynomial. Now, so binary string is represented in a polynomial is like as you can see, the binary representation is 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0. This is 8-bit. Now, if we are considering a 0, so we cannot define anything over here. Now, if we are considering this 1, so here 1, it's representing the x. Now, the next element is x, it means the 0, 1, 2. The second position is 2. So now here will representing in a x square form. Now, x3 is 0, so we cannot consider over here x3. Now, next element is x4 and it represents the 1 over here. Binary value is 1, so it represents the x4. Now, the next binary value is 1, it represents x5. Now, the x6 is 0, x7 is 0, so we cannot put over here. 0, we cannot consider the x of 0 value. Now, same thing here 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. Next binary value is 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. So now you will represented binary string is represented in a polynomial form is 1. So here it 1. Then the x is represented, the x is 1. So here x. The next is 0 0. So we cannot consider the x3 and x2. Now next is x1, the fourth position is 1. So now here we are representing x raised to 4. Now x5 is 0, x6 is 0, and in x7 it representing a 1 binary value. So here I am putting x7. So this is the binary representation. Binary string is represented as a polynomial like this. Now there is one not for that. If we are considering the 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 here. Now, Galox field arithmetic, the 1 plus 1 equal to 0 and the power of x of I plus x of I is also representing 0. So now, how to perform the XOR addition using the Galox field arithmetic? So now here you have given one decimal value 36.93. So now you are converting this value into the hexadecimal. So now the value of 3, its hexadecimal is 0011. The value of 6, its decimal value is hexadecimal is 0110. Same for 93. Now we are performing a XOR operation over here. So now this binary string is represented as a polynomial like this: x plus x square plus x4 x5. Now the next is 101011. Its binary string is represented as a polynomial is 1 plus x x4 x7. Now you have to perform the XOR operation of this. So here you will get x4 x raised to 5 x4 x raised to 2 x plus x raised to 7 plus x raised to 4 plus x plus 1. Now remove the same power of x. So here x raised to 4 you have to remove this. Now the remaining value is x5 x raised to 5 x raised to 2 x raised to 7 plus 1 equal to. So now you will get this value. Now you will representing this polynomial equation in a binary form. So now here the first is 1. So 1, the x is not there. So here you put 0. X raised to 2 is there. Then put the 1. Then x3, x4 is not there. Then we will consider the 0 0. X raised to 5 is there. Then we put 1. Like this. So now we will convert this binary value into hexadecimal. So the 1010 it represented A and 0101 represented the 5. So like this you have to perform the polynomial arithmetic. Now you will perform like this you will perform the Galox field arithmetic. Now let's see the next is Another example of multiplication, finite field arithmetic multiplication. So let's take one example over here. The element is same, value is same, 36, 93. You have to multiply these two values. So now first of all you have to convert this value into a binary form. Now after that, this string, this binary string is represented in a polynomial form like this. After that, you have to multiply this thing. The x is to 5, x is to 7. So here you have to perform the sum of these two power. So x is to 7 plus x is to 5. That means x is to 7 plus 5. You will get the x 12. Now x is to 5 plus x is to 4. That means x is to 5 plus 4. You will get x is to 9. Like this, you have to perform the sum of these two polynomial equation. After applying this, you have to remove the same polynomial form. Here the x9 is there, so x9 you have to remove this, or you have to cut this. Then same you have to do this. You have to do same process. Now after removing this, the same polynomial equation, you will get this value x is to 12 plus x is to 11 plus x is to 5 plus x is to 4 plus x is to 3 plus x. So now we will represent this polynomial equation is represented in a binary hexadecimal form like this. Now here the one condition is there. Here the polynomial equation is not greater than 7. Now here you can see the total number of 12 bits is there. So it exceeds the 7. So here if the degree of resulting polynomial exceeds 7, so now what we can do? So now again we need to do a XOR division with the Galois field 2 raised to 8 to reducing the polynomial. Now the polynomial is x raised to 8. So now what is the representation of polynomial is the Galois field polynomial equation is x raised to 8 plus x raised to 4 plus x raised to 3 plus x plus 1. So now you will get this representation of hexadecimal number. Now you will divide this. Now you divide this 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 and divided by 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Now again here we are applying the XOR operation over here. Now I already discussed in XOR operation, if both the bits are same, it generates the output 0. If both the bits are different, then you will get the output 1. So now after applying the division operation, you will get the 8 bit. Now you will get the 8 bit. So now again they converted this hexadecimal number into a decimal, so you will get the 4 and 9. 1001 that is 9 and the 0100 represent the 4. So now you will get the 49. Like this you have to multiply the Galois field. Let's see. Here you can see this is a predefined matrix. To multiply the first column of the second matrix is D4, P5. Now to multiply this thing, you will get this. I already discussed this, right? So now, first of all, you have to consider 0 2 multiply D4. You can see over here plus 0 3 multiply B5 plus 0 1 multiply B5D plus 0 1 times 30. Now, how to multiply this? First of all, you have to convert this decimal number into a binary form, or hexadecimal number. Hexadecimal. So how? The 0, its hexadecimal is 000. 2, its hexadecimal is 0010. D4, the value of hexadecimal of D is 1101. 40100. Now you will do the same process for remaining element. Now this the binary string is represented in a polynomial form like this. You can see this is 0, then 0010. So you will get answer is. Now we will convert this string, binary string, and binary string is represented in a polynomial. So now you will get the x. Now the 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0. So you will get this x is to 2 plus x is to 4 plus x is to 6 plus x is to 7. Now we will do the same process. After getting the polynomial form, you will remove the same element. So after remove the same element, here you can see the x8, x8, remove this, x7, x7, remove this, x7, x6, x is to 6, x is to 6, remove this, x is to 5, x is to 5, remove this, x is to 5, x is to 5, remove this. Like this, after remove this, you will get the x square. You will get the x square. Now you can see, I'll remove all the things. I'll remove the same polynomial form. After applying the remove operation, you will get the x square. Now you will represent it in a binary form. So the 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. This is the binary representation of this polynomial equation. Now here, how to represent this binary hexadecimal? X square. X square, it means the x0 is not there, x1 is not there, then 0 0, then x2 is there. So here I put 1. Now the x3, x4, x5, x6, x7 is not there. So I'll put 0 0 0 over here. So now, what is the value of 0? What is the decimal number of 0? 0 0 is 0. 0 1 1 0 is 4. So now you will get the 0. Now you can see over here, after applying this polynomial equation, polynomial form, you will get the first element is 0 4. Now we will do the same process for the remaining element. After applying this, you will get the 66, 81 and E5. Now I have given one conversion of polynomial is 66. How to get the 66? So I have already done this, right? So you will check this. So I hope you clear this idea, right? Okay, so now let's see the overall structure of AES. Now we are considering the 128-bit plain text is input into the add around key along with the key W0 to W3. W0 to W3 is representing a word. I already discussed the group of 32-bit is representing a one word. So now here total number of words is 4. 0, 1, 2 and 3. So total number of words is 4. And the size of this is 32-bit. 32-bit, or we can say that the 16-byte. In add round key, we are applying the XOR operation. After applying the XOR operation, the result is stored in a state matrix. Now, this state matrix will be given input to the round 1. So here in the round 1, we are considering the 4 transformation function: subbyte, shift row, mix column and add round key. Now, after performing the round 1, in the round 1, we are applying the next key, and the next key start from the W4 to W7. It means the 4 word W4 to W7. Now here total number of words is required of 44 words. The first 4 words is used in the add around key, and the next 4 word is used in a round 1. Next 4 word is used in a round 2 up to so and round 10. So now the total word is W44. Now the same process will be carried out in round 2, 3, 4 up to so and round 9. After that, after round 9, you will get some output, and this output is stored in a state matrix. Now the state matrix will be given input to the round 10. After applying the round 10, it generating a cipher text. Now This is the encryption process. Now, how to perform the decryption? The decryption will do the reverse process. After applying the reverse process, you will get the 128-bit plain text. So this is the overall structure of AES. I hope you cleared this idea. Thank you.